Hola, hola. It's your girl Erica from America. Welcome to the Confidence Chronicles podcast. This podcast is all about helping you stand in who you are. Stop giving a fuck what people think about you. Start reclaiming your confidence. Start standing in your fully expressed self. As you are, as is, no filter needed. You are fucking awesome. I am here to remind you I'm a confidence coach and I'm a bold stand for confidence, and I cannot wait to dig into today's episode with you. Hello friends, what's going down? How are we? I've got a little friend in the background, so if you can hear my baby making weird sounds, I'm sorry. What do I do? This is life. I've been dying to do this damn podcast episode. If I could just sit at home and do like 60 episodes back to back, my ass would be doing that. I just want you to know that. I hope that you know that. I've had the best freaking day ever. And I asked myself this morning, why do I feel so good? Why do I feel so good? Because I'm trying to figure out what I was thinking, what happened, and I want to talk to you about this. I have like 75 podcasts in my head right now that I had to write down, which I don't usually plan stuff, but I had to because I was like, y'all, there's so much more coming for you. I have to do them. We need more time. So I'm going to attempt to do this while kid is awake at the back, chillax and looking out the window, and we're on the freeway. Why not? Let's see what happens. So today's podcast episode is, what are you waiting for? It's my loving bitch slap to you to shake your ass up and go, girl, what in the hell are you waiting for? Why the fuck aren't you going for the things you want to go for, doing the things you want to do, living the way you want to live, being in the relationships you want to be in, the job you want to have, the life of your dreams, the body that you desire? Like, why aren't you going for these things? Y'all are tripping. Listen to me. 2 million people every day do not wake up. 2 million people, right? The fact that you're listening to me means that you have a heartbeat, means that your ass is not dead, means that you made it and you lived today, and the fact that you're breathing is enough. That's enough. You're a miracle walking, right? Like, you're alive and someone else is not right now, and the fact that you are alive is reason enough for you to go for the things you want to go for, right? Like, it's crazy. I'm like, listen to me. Do not wait for a near-death experience or for some bad shit to happen to you to shake you up and smack you around and go, hey, you need to appreciate your life. It's precious. You know, every time, Nava agrees with me back there. Thanks, baby. Every time I go, we go to funerals, or you hear about someone who was terminally ill with cancer and they were under 40 or under 30, and everyone's like, oh man, life is precious, life is precious. It's like, hell yeah, life is precious. It's super precious. And the fact that you're alive is amazing. So why would you wait for some bad shit to happen to you for you to appreciate the life that you got given? Like, as Tony Robbins says, your heart beats without you doing shit. Your heart beats for you. Blood pumps through your body. Oxygen goes in and out of your nose and lungs and body. Like, you don't have to think, I have to breathe now. Now I have to breathe out. You don't have to pump your own heart. You don't even have to blink your eyelashes. It happens for you. It's very weird if you try to do it. I've tried it before and it trips you up, right? So really, the fact that you are divine miracle walking around in the world alive with a heartbeat is reason enough. When I was 23, I got into a car accident, and I need to do a podcast series about my life story, not because it's super cool, but because I really want you all out there to know who I am and what I've been through, because I fully believe that it's not about what happens to us. It's about what we make it mean and what we decide to do next. That's what it's about, right? So I broke my back when I was 23, drinking and driving. I was married at the time to my high school sweetheart. We got married when we were 19. We didn't tell anybody we got married. It was like he was in the Marines, I was in the Army. War started happening in our country, and we got married like really quickly and didn't tell anyone. Just in case when he was in Iraq, if something happened, they would call me the wife, not the girlfriend. They wouldn't tell the girlfriend anything. So long story short, we were drinking and driving, acting a fucking fool, and we got into a car accident. We were driving in Australia. It's 260 kilometers an hour. In America, it's 140. It's all the way at the end of the speedometer. Like, basically, you can't go any faster. And we were in a Mitsubishi Evolution, Mitsubishi Lancer, one of those. Whoa, I don't know what that was, y'all. I don't know what you're doing, Nava, back there. But it was one of the Fast and the Furious kind of cars. And so we were driving, drinking. I was at the back telling people, put their seatbelt on, put their seatbelt on. I didn't wear my seatbelt. And of course, fell asleep, all of us, driving, smashed into a tree, hit a ditch, hit a van, hit a milk bar, like a convenience store, and I was ejected out and broke my back. In many places, I had to have a metal spinal fusion, so metal rods and shit and rods in my ankle, and it was crazy. It was insane, and I'm lucky that I was 23, because if that happened to me any 30 or 40, maybe it would have been harder recovery. So that happened to me, and I was like, oh shit. As soon as that happened, I got up from, when I was in the hospital, I was in the hospital for like 25 days or 27 days, something like that. I finally had started walking on my own with the walker, and I was like, I'll be damned if I have to use a walker. So I actually went home and didn't use the walker because I was trying to be stubborn. And I couldn't pee on my own. I couldn't shower. I couldn't do anything. I needed, people or hardware to help me. So finally, when I was on my bed with my moon boot, on my leg elevated, and just sitting there feeling sorry for myself, I was swollen. My regrowth was crazy. My nails were crazy. I was pale as fuck. And I used to solarium all the time, so this was a big deal. I just felt like shit. And I remember watching MTV, ladies in bikinis, young women, like I was young, I was 23, and going, oh my God, I'm so gross. I feel so disgusting. What the fuck am I doing with my life? Is not the dream that I had for my life when I was in high school, And so I asked my husband to take me to the nail salon, and I asked him to take me to the solarium, and I asked him to take me to the hairdressers. And he's like, I'm not taking you. You crazy. You just got out of the hospital. Like, you can't even move. Like, I couldn't even be in the car with a speed bump because it hurt. Anyways, long story short, I yelled at him and made him take me, and I went into the solarium bed, got my nails done, got my hair done. I felt so much better, and I vowed to myself, I was like, I am going to look after myself. It's going to be about me and what I want to do, and not living for my partner or what he wants to do, or allowing anybody else's life to be more important than mine. And that started my series of, being more about myself, going for the things I wanted to. I started modeling and doing like music videos in Miami and shit like that, right? So why I'm telling you this is, I would have probably never jumped out of what I was going through. I would have always done for him, and I would have always just been in the background living my life, blasé. And I really had big goals and dreams. I wanted to be an actress when I was a kid, and still part of me wants to do that, and I will. But this work that I'm doing right now is fucking lighting me up, and it's the jam, and I didn't know I was going to do this. So basically, I broke my back. I almost died, and that's what it took for me to realize, hey, you are tripping. Like, you need to not do that. Life is precious, right? So what is it going to take for you to realize, yeah, life is precious. We know it's precious. I'm super lucky and blessed to be alive. I'm happy that my back didn't break a little bit more to the left. I would have been paralyzed from the legs down. Like, that shit's crazy. So here's the invitation. There are many things that can happen to us. I don't know where I found this. I think my husband told me about this, like the 4 Ds. And I'm going to go through them. And I believe there's like 6 Ds. And these are the things that can happen to you. And usually when these things happen, people start taking action. People start taking their lives more seriously. So death. Someone dies. All of a sudden, it's a splash of cold fucking water on your face. And you wake up. You become disabled. You become, diseased. You get a disease. You have a divorce. You have debt. There's a disaster. I think that's all the Ds. There's just a bunch of shit that can happen to you. And I'm like, why wait for the near-death experience? Why wait for the divorce to live the life you want? Why wait for debt? Why wait for, disease, disaster, whatever? It's like, realize that you have, a breath, that you are awake, that you are alive. Realize that, yeah, you think you're not good enough, and yeah, you don't know if your business is going to go good, or that blog is going to be awesome, or if that guy is going to turn you down on the date, or if your fucking work colleague isn't going to like you, or your boss won't give you the pay rise. Who knows? You don't know unless you go for it. And I'm like, you're alive. That's reason enough to go for it. So, like, what are you waiting for? Are you waiting for some bad shit to happen to you to wake you up, to then you go, oh shit, let me do it now? And I'm telling you that the reason people should tell their stories, all of the stories, is because we need to learn from one another. You know, we as a species can learn from each other. You can learn not to drink and drive like I did so that you don't break your back. You can learn that, you know, you are enough and you are worthy and what you have to say matters, so you can go off and write your blog and publish it so people can read it and you can help people. You know, it's crazy. Like, what are we waiting for? We're here in this indecisiveness and in mutiny, just not making any decisions and not going for the life we truly desire because we think, what do you think? You're not going to get it. Well, you won't get it if you don't fucking go for it. So I'm like, what are you waiting for? Time is precious and time is limited and we cannot fucking get time back. That's the one thing that we have not figured out. You can't get it back. There's no time travel, you know, and I know time's not linear, but as we see it, it is. And if you lose 5 years in a shitty relationship that you knew you didn't want to be in, that's 5 fucking years. Which I don't feel like is bad because at least you learned a lesson. But could you have learned that shit in 6 months or a year? Did you have to take 5 years? Do you get me? So the point of the story is, what the fuck are you waiting for? Let me lovingly bitch slap you and say, go girl, go get it now, go for it now, go learn forward. I'm not going to say fail forward because I don't think you can fail. I think everything that you experience, you learn that you didn't like that, you learn that that wasn't the way you wanted it, you learn that you changed that and that's better. Everything's a fucking learning. Let yourself go learn, let yourself get it wrong, let yourself figure out what you actually want and create the life of your fucking dreams because you are worth it and you are able to have it. All of us are. We are all able to create what we want, living from a creative space of making the life you want to make and the experiences you want to experience. So with that being said, I'm a peace out on you on this episode. Thank you so much for listening. And thank you guys for the requests. Like I'm getting heaps of requests. And I'm super happy. I want to do all of them. So, you know, please send your questions, send your requests for topics. I'm so down to do podcasts for you because this is why I do it, for you, not for myself. I already know this shit in my own head and I talk to myself a lot. I love other ears. So thank you for listening. And I hope that this gets you moving in the direction that you want to move in because life is so precious and I'm so blessed to be alive right now. I'm so blessed that I'm healthy and I have a beautiful family, beautiful husband. You know, I mean, my life is fucking amazing. I can't even tell you how amazing it is. I don't need anything else. And it's because I've moved towards the things that I want and I've become a creator, and you can too. Massive love, sister. Thank you so much for listening. I so appreciate your time, your ears, your support, your love, your questions. Please connect. If you would love to send me a voicemail, you can do so on Anchor, or you can head over to Instagram at The Queen of Confidence or Facebook at The Queen of Confidence and hit me up. Or if you're not on Facebook or Instagram, email me, y'all. My email is erica@thequeenofconfidence.com. I cannot wait to hear from you. I thank you. I love you. This podcast is for you. Go out there and be great, y'all.